Hello everybody, my name is Matt Demers. I'm here from theScore eSports on the fourth day of the Summit 3. I'm here with 357, who is Vici's coach. They just beat LGD 2-0 in some pretty great games, let's put it that way. They're going to be facing either the winner of Secret or EG in the next round. Just here also with Josh, who's going to be doing some translations for us. I guess I wanted to start off with, of course, when you're playing compositions that like really hinge around a couple key heroes, how great does it feel when both of your games went really smoothly? With the Bristleback in the first game and the Bounty Hunter in the second game, you made picks that needed to pay off, and they both did. So I guess how does that feel?
你们第一盘想一个钢贝，第二盘想一个赏金，然后访问是觉得这两个选择是比较关键的选择，那两个选择到最后结果也都不错，那对这个感觉如何？
中文是吧？这个是我们之前讨论的，有做过准备的小精灵的体系。然后，因为那个第一盘我们是自己搬了小，因为我们觉得我们就和 Secret 打的老概念一样，他搬了小，觉得老概念不会抢小精灵。然后我们抢完小精灵之后，我们不需要小，也可以配一套体系来打。然后我们这样在候选的时候拿了小精灵，我们这种很好选。然后第二盘是，老概念的名额不够搬我们的英雄，所以我们就顺利的拿了小精灵加小，这是我们打得很熟的一套体系。
So for the first game, this was a system that we had discussed before. It was a plan. We banned Tiny, so we figured once we did that, LGD wouldn't pick Wisp, and so we could pick Wisp. We didn't need Tiny to go with Wisp in the first game. The system with Bristleback was good enough in that game. In the second game, LGD, they just didn't have enough bans to deal with us, so we just picked Wisp and Tiny, and it worked out very well.
Something we saw, I guess, in the second game was that both teams seem to have OP comps in the sense that they're Drow Visage, very sought after in this tournament, and then Wisp Tiny. You guys both got those in the first phase of picks. Is it kind of the case now where there's so many powerful heroes that you just don't have enough bans in order to deal with them all? So you kind of have to say, well, we'll hopefully get some. The other team will get some. I guess what I'm trying to ask is that. Are there just so many viable picks now that you can't hope to kind of deal with all of them, I guess?
那刚才你说到老干爹就不够搬人名额来制裁你们，这是不是因为比如说小精灵小还有那个死灵龙小黑这种组合都有，现在这个版本有很多这种比较强势的组合，是这样吗？
对。是这样，这个版本，小精灵小和死灵龙小黑都是我们的，就是我们的打得好的体系。一般队就是尽量不会放给我们打。老概念就是他候选没办法，他必须要放一套给我们打，因为飞机也是个很硬拔的英雄嘛。我们飞机就是这个英雄，我们用的也不错。
Yes, indeed. There are some very strong combinations. The two mentioned are very strong. So LGD they can't really handle all of it. And on top of that, there's also, for example, Gyrocopter.
Just as a former competitive player yourself, of course you've been playing on eHome and other teams. Just wanted to ask, I guess how important is it to have that competitive competitive experience in order to be able to coach a team? Because you've been coaching Vici for a while.
你也是作为一个以前的一个职业选手，比如说在eHome打过，那你现在是教练，作为教练，你觉得能有这种职业经验是有多重要
？50%吧，占50%的比重。像711知道吗？他就算没有打过职业，但是他有就是一般职业选手没有的那些素质，然后就是有他不同的那种方式吧。他有他的好处，但是职业选手有职业选手的好处。
So I feel like it's about 50%. But on the other hand, for example, 71, the former and current coach of eHome, he's never played professionally yet. He's a very good coach, and so people like him, they can bring something different to the table, whereas professional players, they have a different perspective. So it's about 50-50.
Do you find that being a professional player means that you kind of command a little bit more respect from your team because they can say, okay, well, he's spent his time playing this game and, his opinions do have a certain weight?
那作为前职业选手，你是不是觉得现在作为教练能够更得到选手的尊重？就比如说他们更听话。
这个怎么说呢？就是，就是你说，就是如果说，你给队员的东西是对的，他们就会接受，然后就不对的，他们就会和你讨论反驳，然后一起出来一个最终的结果。我觉得这是一个，比较重要的方式吧。不一定是我说什么他们就做什么，这样是不好的。就是我可以给他们一个方向，然后他们觉得好，我们一起讨论怎么好。如果我给个方向是错的，那就他来反驳我，我们一起讨论，这样会比较好。
So it really depends. Depends on what I say. If what I say to them is right, then they might take it. But if what I say they don't agree with, then we'll discuss it. It's actually not really good if they just listen to me all the time and just take what I say at face value. It's good if we discuss things, if everything is not in perfect agreement.
Okay, we had a little bit of battery issues, so we're just going to be starting off where we left off. This patch obviously is regarded to be a little bit of a fast patch, a lot of quick games, a lot of 2-0s that Vici have obviously been a part of. I guess what my question is that do you think there's anything in this patch that plays to Vici's strengths?
这个版本到此为止看起来是一个节奏比较快的一个版本，然后你们队也是参与在内，就有很多速战速决的局势。那你觉得这个版本对你们是不是比较有利？
我觉得这个版本因为还是刚出来嘛，只暂时现在的打法觉得就是，前期线上积累优势之后，就是那劣势一方很难翻盘嘛，所以你就会变得游戏节奏加快。但是只是我觉得暂时的吧，这个版打长了肯定有不同的打法出来，可能就是有相生相克的这种说法吧。暂时这套应该是比较领先的。
For now, because the patch is still pretty new, but for now this tends to be the way things go. You get an early lane advantage, and then you press that advantage, and the other side tends to have a lot of difficulty coming back. But as the patch goes on, I think that things may change. But for now, this is just how it is.
At the moment, we're kind of just waiting on the results of EG versus Secret. They're in the draft, I think, believe in first game right now. Is there any team that you'd rather face, one or the other? Or I guess what have you thought about those teams, I guess, so far in the tournament?
现在我们也是在等待 EG 和 Secret 之间的胜者。那他们之间你们有没有比较希望面对的？然后说一下对两个队的想法吧。
我觉得两个队都差不多吧。Secret 的打法就是他比较坚持自己的打法。他们打的什么英雄，我们大部分都能想得到，就个别英雄可能想不到吧。就是他们是个把自己的打法打得很好的队。EG 是他的打法比较多变。然后我们在模拟 BP 的时候也拿不准他们会选什么，而且这个队的团战打得好，然后我觉得我们打EG要靠线上来取得优势。
So as for who we may want to face, it's about the same pretty much. As for thoughts on the two teams, Secret tends to be a team that they focus on their strengths and they do their strengths very well. They don't tend to be very unpredictable. And as far as EG goes, they have more variety in their styles and they have really strong team fight. So for them, we would want to potentially try to get an early advantage in laning and try to focus them that way.
Thanks so much, 357, and of course, Josh, for translating for us. If you guys are looking for more interviews, more in-depth analysis, and more live stats, you can check out theScoreEsports.com and download our app where you can find all those lovely things and more. I hope you guys have a good rest of the Summit 3. We are going to be here for all the way until the Grand Finals, so thanks again for watching.